We're live. I think we're live. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello, chat. How's it going? Sorry about the lack of streams. Also, we're showing Twitch ads, so this is the unofficial starting soon screen. I guess we can say hi. We can say hi. Hello. Hello, there's no one here. Okay. Good. Good. I can be alone with my ideas in peace. Hello, random perv. But I do kind of want input on some of these ideas. So, you know, if anyone's here, that would be good. I realize this is outside my normal streaming time. I realize that I've kind of been missing Mondays and stuff. Just, you know, people in town and busy stuff. Stuff happening. You want input so bad? Bad Dragon sells some creative ones? Yes, very creative. Very creative. I do have this design dog on the screen. I'm probably going to share this after the stream, but yeah, I guess we can start reading it already, even if I'm not like officially going over it. But basically, I felt like the Autobattler, Phase Snow Autobattler, didn't have enough of a sort of connection to streaming or like VTubing and VTuber culture in general, right? I wanted to have like abilities that reference things from the streamers, but I felt like I was feeling kind of limited creatively. And I was feeling like, what is it? The whole just fighting other VTubers and the monsters and whatever is kind of generic. And I've been playing a lot of idle games. I've been playing this one game called Antimatter Dimensions. I've been playing it way too much, and it's a game about watching numbers go up exponentially, basically. But I was hooked on those games for a long time, for like Cookie Clicker and Adventure Capitalist way back in the day. I wanted to capture some of that. I wanted to capture some of Needy Streamer Overload or Needy Girl Overdose, if you've played or seen it or heard of it, right? You have the exponential follower count growth. I wanted to capture that, but in like a numbers roguelike game, sort of inspired by Balatro. And also taking some inspiration from the Czar, with like the cooldown based abilities mechanic, which was kind of already what the existing code base for Phase Snow Autobattler was. So that's another goal, is to reuse as much stuff from Phase Snow Autobattler, but remake it, make it interesting. You know, as one of those people who play things like Number Quest. Do I want to know what Number Quest is? Do I want to know? Board game of making numbers from the combination of the roll of 4 dice. Oh, it's an actual. Oh, neat. Age 7+. Neat. The exciting board game that makes numbers fun. It's fun. Yeah, numbers are fun. Big number, big money, big money game. Anyway. So right now we have Phase Snow Autobattler, right? The game that I've been working on that I worked on the last game jam. You know, it exists. It exists. It doesn't feel anything special. I guess I kind of was getting bored of the whole thing. I kind of want to redo it, but keeping, you know, what code that I can. So instead of combats now, we're gonna have streams. And the streams, this also benefits me because then I don't have to put as much effort into, you know, encounters, making unique enemies for every encounter. But I do want to add that back in at some point. But you know, also looks at 65-year-old ladies' butts. Okay, if you post something like that in the, you know what? Never mind. Okay, what am I saying? Right now in Phase Snow Autobattler, we have combats, right? You just hit play, and then the VTubers fight each other, and then they explode each other with like normal ass attacks. I want to replace that. I want to replace that with streams, and it'll be like Balatro where you're trying to hit a point goal, except in this case it's your viewer goal. So you have a viewer goal. Where is it here? Where'd I put it? Viewers. That's your score, right? And you have a viewer goal you're trying to hit. And your talents have abilities, and the abilities automatically trigger. It's like the items in Bazaar. If anyone's seen that, I could probably like look up some gameplay or something right now. Yeah, no, I already did. I saw. Oh, hey, Northern Line, extra nut sugar. Yeah, okay. Look at this freaking page full of not VTubers. All right, gamers. Well, anyway, in the Bazaar, right? You have these combats, so it's not really showing about whatever. You have items, and then the items have cooldowns, and then the items automatically trigger, and they deal damage and stuff. I want that, but for numbers point scoring. So your talents have abilities. The abilities automatically trigger on cooldowns, and then it raises your viewers, and then it raises a bunch of other stats related to viewers, and it also can affect money and things like that. Of like so we'll have a viewer gain stat. You'll be like passively gaining viewers during the stream based on this stat, and you have abilities affected, and you have status effects that affected, buffs, debuffs, things like that, that are all, you know, somewhat VTuber themed. I have a list right here. Yab, say so, cute, funny, and those buff viewers and they buff subscribers. And I mentioned exponential growth at the beginning, right? I want to have a subscriber stat as well, and that persists between streams. And then a lot of abilities and viewer gain stuff will be based off of that subscriber number. And I've been thinking about how to balance that as well, right? Because if you have exponential growth in a game, then, you know, there's a lot of scaling stuff, right? But you gotta still keep it interesting. You can't just make it a stomp, right, through the game. So there'll be some abilities. Well, I have some ideas for abilities that impact subscriber count, right? But then it's opportunity cost, and then it can be balanced in the numbers. It can be balanced in you have to spend money or something to use those abilities, right? So we got options there. We got options. I was looking to make this more RPG or more adventure, roguelike. But I guess you could think of it sort of like an RPG. It's kind of what roguelikes are, right? They're just RPG, but much quicker and with permadeath, right? But if you played Balatro, that is kind of what I want to go for. An easy way to scale is debuffs work on percentage. We could do that, yeah. Yeah, numbers affecting numbers, multipliers, positive multipliers, negative multipliers. Anyway, subscriber gain. I might change this instead of percent of viewers. It might be based on other things. It might just be directly from abilities. It might be from other stuff. There might be like a base value. We'll figure it out. One thing I've been thinking about, there's a video by Aliens Rock. Gaming YouTuber, does a lot of roguelike stuff. He posted like his first impressions on the Bloons TD6 roguelike mode that got added recently, and he was giving his thoughts on like what makes a good roguelike, and his take was basically they give you as much meaningful choices as quickly as possible. But beyond that, one other complaint he had about the game was about the BTD6 roguelike mode was that there wasn't a feeling of scaling. Also, I realized my chat isn't showing. Refresh. There we go. All right, there you go. Now you're on screen. Anyway, one of the things he mentioned complaining about in the BT6 roguelike mode is that the items don't feel powerful. They don't feel like you're gaining any power because they have strong negatives to them. They have like a positive and then also a negative to them. But it still didn't feel like there was power scaling because the negatives, the upsides didn't like outweigh the negatives. So he mentioned that it seems like sometimes games have a tendency to worry too much about balance at the cost of just it being fun. So I think my goal here is to make abilities feel powerful first and then start thinking about balancing and how to deal with that. Permanent loss, you survive. I think it should be something like Scandal, which removes a percentage of subscribers, similar to Dark Energy in V3.5 would suck out your levels, which is why Undead were so damn scary in V2.0. Yeah, where was it? I had a couple, debuff ideas. That's an interesting one. Yeah. So then we have abilities that affect that increase things multiplicatively and decrease things multiplicatively. Scandal. Lose percentage of subscribers. That's interesting. I guess my concern is how do we do that in a way that's not like too frustrating for the player? Right? I guess it would have to be at least somewhat consistent, or like somewhat you have ways to mitigate it, or you have ways to go around it, or you're taking an ability that has a risk of causing this, then it should have a very strong upside or something. Scandal should only be usable by other VTuber boss fights. Yeah, that could, yeah, we could do that. Where was it? Here's the game loop I had written down. So the shop phase, pretty much the same as like other auto battlers, kind of, or the current Phase Snow Autobattler thing. Hello, Icebox. Ranks for each battler would be 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. That's a good idea, because right now we just have the level system, right? But we could theme that too. I was sort of thinking of the game going through phases in that sort of exponential growth way, right? Where you start of the game, you're one view, then you gain subscribers. You know, maybe it's just the first combat, depending on how fast we want to scale things. But then like you start at one view, you go to 2 view after like it's like the Bellotro anti-scaling. But it goes like 1 view, 2 view, 3 view, 4 view. Actually, was it the Bellotro demo was like 4 antis, right? So that could work for, you know, keeping the scope down for the jam. When Neo threw the sticky jar at the other femboy VTuber. That was a scandal. Anyway, hello, Fox. Yeah, so I want to rework Phase Snow Autobattler and make it more VTuber and streaming themed. And make it more unique and interesting and all that stuff. So stop. Comments are replaced with streams, and you're trying to hit a viewer goal. Like in Bellotro, you're hitting a score goal. In this case, it's a viewer goal. You get rewards, and you choose one of 3 abilities, because I like the choose one of 3 thing that is like in every roguelike. And I want to have some sort of, I guess, deck building-ish thing to the game, because I don't know, I think there's a lot of interesting stuff they could do there. I'd say different companies would offer different unique buffs or abilities you can only use when under them, but they have preset requirements to use. Choose one of 3 was back in the original Rogue. Yeah, the OG Rogue, it's been there from the start, roguelike. Yeah, I think long term we want to have like events and stuff with unique stuff. Like in Slay the Spire, you have like the apparitions event, you have like a red mask, you have other unique event relics, golden idol, bloody idol. So maybe we want to have something like that involving like different companies or something like that. Or maybe I was thinking about the character system. I was talking with a friend about this idea, and my original idea is that you're playing as a manager, right? You play as the manager and you're managing a group of talents. But he was suggesting you play as the talent. So like you pick a talent at the beginning of the run, that's your character. And then you're also hiring sort of collab partners or whatever. People in your unit to stream with you or something like that. I think stalker characters should have special events. We could actually fit that into this idea. But yeah, I don't think here's my plan for the jam, because Phase Jam 8 is coming up and the theme is spring cleaning, and the idea is that you take an old existing game that you've been working on and polish it up for the jam. So I wanted to do this for the jam, but it's getting a little ambitious for a week and a half, basically. I feel. We are starting with an existing code base, so it's not like it's coming out of nowhere, but this might be a lot. Manager would be more Autobattler, like with Monster Rancher games when you send them from the adventure option. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? So like thematically, it's Kuroko Management Simulator. So you got hired by Kuroko, the blackest of black companies, and they have unreasonable expectations of consistent numbers growth forever. Line must go up, or else you're fired. And that's the the whole premise of the game, is that you're trying to reach their unreasonable demands and not get fired. Right. So the other thing I was thinking about, right, if we have this exponential scaling of subscribers and stuff, then logically the money, the income in the game, the amount of money you're making also scales exponentially. So maybe I get like a base salary, but on top of that, you get a percentage of the super chats that the towns get and stuff like that. Which again would be based on viewer count, would be based on subscriber count. So that also scales exponentially. So I'm thinking we're gonna have a shop inflation mechanic, kind of like Rotato. Maybe, or maybe we just temper the amount of money scaling. Could probably work. As manager, you set abilities items. I can have to let the AI do the actual selecting. Yeah. Well, I guess my idea is that everything just activates automatically. It's like the bazaar, like this. All these items would be the abilities in my game. And then they're activating on timers, and then you have other status effects that influence the scaling on the abilities and other things like that. Yeah, also saves on, animations and stuff. So super chats and members. Ideally, if I have all the time in the world, I want to have like a super chat, like a chat feed. If anyone's played Needy Streamer Overload, right? It's literally like during the stream, you can read the chat messages, you get super chats and stuff, and you choose which donations to read and stuff like that. So at least visually, I'd want to have that, and then you can have some randomness in how much you're making from that. If you want to expand this beyond just manager and play the VTuber, I could see it working. VTuber is more roguelike, manager is more managerial. Yeah. I guess, yeah, my thing with that is I want to, again, I'm thinking of this for the game jam, and I want to reuse as much of the existing code as possible, right? The existing work. So I'm not entirely sure how we'd like theme it for you being the VTuber versus managing the VTuber. This is an auto battler after all, right? This were like a deck builder, then maybe could make it more like you play as the VTuber themed. Or we rework the whole like hiring talents system. And then what? There's just some progression of ability slots. You start with 3 or something, and you gain more with like unique bonuses every boss fight, every versus stream. That was in the or is it game loop? Every 3 streams, it's like the boss blinds in Balatro. You face off a rival VTuber group, and then you have to reach the rear goal before them, or you outlast them. Did I talk about stamina? So instead of health, there will be a stamina system, and then it's basically your HP. But you also use it to cast abilities, and you have a passive stamina drain of 1 per second. So that's the limit on how, because like otherwise you'd just be gaining viewers forever. We could do a time limit, but this is like effectively a time limit. It's based on stamina, and then you can level that up as well. Neo has low stamina. Maybe I might. I might. Oh right, and then I drew this mock-up. But yeah, basically taking the existing Phase Snow Autobattler stuff and reworking it a bit. More flashing lights. Ability activates. Viewer count goes up. You know, big plus whatever over it. Particle effects. I don't know. Viewer gain increases. What's it? Even on the on YouTube itself. On YouTube itself, when you hit certain milestones and stuff, there'll be like a little fireworks animation. Even fucking YouTube is using the whole number go up dopamine thing from, you know, video games, from fucking slot machines to, you know, influence you content creator to do more content. So I want to tap into that a little, right? We can do some funny theming things. We can have like the start streaming button will be themed after like OBS or YouTube's go live button. We'll have like, what else? On the reward screen, we can theme that after the YouTube like end stream summary thing. Flashy display that makes Neo go, yay, sparkly more. Yeah. No, that's number go up, brain happy. So I want to make game about number go up. Oh right, the theming for abilities, right? They're all streaming theme. I just wrote down a random word vomit of what I can think of. Hello Darren Root. Learning AI enemy. Something. Oh, the misery. Every single person is my enemy. Right, but I wanted to, you know, Needy Streamer Overload touches on some darker themes. I wanted to kind of touch on some of the drama shit that seems to constantly be happening in the VTubing space, and then make a few abilities themed off of that and make them sort of risk reward themed. I was also thinking of doing some sort of morality karma system that can influence events or other things. Probably not for the game jam. Probably not for the game jam, but I want to have, you know, kind of a risk reward thing to this stuff. Another thing you're going to need for the roguelike is a weapon, an item type variety, along with animation variation. Animations, probably, yeah, for the VTubers. But, what was it? I don't think you need a ton, right? I look at Balatro. Well, I think about Balatro a lot. I'm thinking about Balatro a lot in this. So animations, right? Joker does a little bounce thing. Cards do the bounce thing. Plus number here for your money. Plus number here, bounce shake thing. The flames too. It's not here, but like, where is it? Balatro University, surely. Surely has something goofy. Nanny inf without blueprint or brainstorm. Oh my god. I don't even know what's going on. Classic game juicing. Juicy. Yeah, we want it juicy. I like my games juicy, bro. Balatro heavily preys on gambling addiction to keep people playing. I'm saying we do that for my game as well. Right? We can have randomness. We can have like random super chats. We can have stuff like that. But yeah. Number go up. Random. Whatever. I can't speak. My brain. What's he doing? He's like, oh yeah, he's farming. He's farming the heck out of this. Getting those tarot cards. And yeah, the flames. Flames. Plasma deck. Doomsday logic. If you kill it one way, it'll learn to defend itself. If you want, then add loot boxes. I was thinking of adding a gacha. I mean, Hollow Cure has a gacha. Right. But to do that, I need like rewards or something to give the players an incentive to do that. Everything else. I think I'm gonna share this in the Discord. Where is it? Share. Anyone with a link can view. Copy link. There you go. There. That's my Neapolitan email address, by the way. I'm posting this in Autobattler ideas. And also in the FlaVR Discord. And I guess also on YouTube. Here. Yeah. For you guys. Can you describe how a regular round would go? Wow. I have Paint open. I was gonna use Paint to show. So let's do that. Actually. Do I have a thing? I have like some mockups already. Where? Oh, right. My screen sizes. Anything can be weaponized. Yes, I'm weaponizing your brain against you. Is this what game development is? Is this what content creation is? Trying to make an interesting thing. It's just manipulation of the human psyche. Random event, talent gets romantic partner. Weaponized chat's autism. I feel like my own autism is being weaponized against myself when I think about some games. Anti-manager mentions, hello, Jawoon. Talent gets romantic partner as manager. You have to choose. If you force them to break it off, which damages company score, but letting them keep it damages subscriber count. I had, what was it? I had an ability idea, actually. Where is it? Lie. It's just called lie. It could represent a lot of things. But chance to reduce subscribers. You had the scandal debuff idea, right? We could put that in, right? Where is it? Chance to gain scandal. But yeah, we could add that to events too. Hello, Mullet. Ice cream dog. Hello. I forgot what I was I was gonna do a mock-up of the stream thing. It's in this doc too, though. Where is it? This mock-up. We're taking the combat from Phase Snow Autobattler. Instead of fighting the other talents directly, you might have some abilities that debuff or influence the other talents, or like reduce their stamina or whatever to their HP. But there'll be number that goes up as you use abilities that influence things in various ways, and then you have number goal, and your goal is to hit number. Alluring buffs. But yeah, that's basically the combat, which is the streams, and then after the stream you get rewards. Usual roguelike stuff. Where is it? Money. Again, some inspiration from Balatro. Based on items, abilities, super chats, based on your stats, subscribers, members, super chats, stuff like that. And then choose one of 3 abilities. Scandal is more de-leveling attack, whereas the talent finds romantic partner is more of a random event. What's this game about? Some kind of math stuff? Yuck. Damn, I have to think in the strategy roguelike game. Yeah, something like that. I don't know, I want some room for you to like play it casually without thinking about how every mechanic interacts exactly, right? But I also want room for someone to like really autistically obsess over all the details, and X thing triggers my X thing, and then yeah, this thing triggers this thing, and we buff the thing and exponential number go up. Brain happy. I want that. Who put role-playing in the role-playing game? Should come with a warning or something. Yeah, who would even put that there? Who would do something like that? Like Neo, hello, cielo, Jose. Opinional editor. All right. Why did I freaking do this? Where is my... Do I have my... Where's my thing? Where's my... the notes. Obsidian. I had a page for consumables. I'm thinking of like maybe we could add something like that. I would probably want to add more mechanics at some point to make it. I'm hoping all the statuses aren't like too complicated, right? Like bruv, Doge in it. Hi femboy cultist. Hi nerds. Yeah. If you're watching the stream, you're a nerd. If you are interested in my game idea, you're probably a nerd. But I think when I think of roguelikes, I think of the kind of game that you can play for hundreds of hours and not get bored, and potentially the kind of game a streamer could play for hundreds of hours and build a community off of and not get bored. So that is kind of what I like. Satisfaction should be trauma. Permanent effect based on past or recent traumatic events. That's a good one actually. Trauma. Permanent debuff. Permanent / lasting debuff. Yeah. Okay. What was I gonna do? Well, whatever. I'll just draw it out here. Ag. Meh. All right, menu. What the heck am I doing? Menu. Choose a talent. Talents are characters. It's pick 3, of course, as always. And then some long description text. Name, passive ability or something. Something like that. Something like that. Rogue like Minecraft. Or we'll make a YouTuber appear bustier, plus to looks. Yeah, we can have items too. Actually, I already have the item system, sort of, in Phase Snow Autobattler, so I was going to use that. It's sort of like Belatro's Jokers. Hello, Doctor Who is this? You could have a vacation effect that makes the streamer unable to do anything. Tummy hurt? No. Tummy hurt. Or vacation. I'm wondering, was it? I had this idea for, where is it? Here, it's the ideas doc. Stream down, where it just pauses everything, all your viewer gain for the entire team, right? And it's like a temporary debuff. But maybe we could. I'm just wondering how we work that in mechanically. Maybe you get a buff afterwards. Right? If you take a break and you come back, then you get a buff. Something like that. Stalker character or scandal effect to have a chance to induce drama. Oh man. You're making Darkest Dungeon over here. You permanently cripple your character by pushing them too hard. Rimworld has trauma or memories that'll eventually bite you in the ass 8 hours in. Oh man. Oh, what if it's like where was it? I had an idea somewhere. Where was it? Traits. Traits here. Towns can be modified with traits, sync bilateral enhancements or seals. They buff certain stats abilities. We could add negative modifiers here too. Although I'm wondering how we'd balance that so it's not just, okay, don't pick this talent because they have a negative trauma or whatever. Or, it reminds me of Spinal Tonic from Risk of Rain 2, right? It gives you a super strong buff temporarily, and then when it runs out, there's a chance you get a tonic affliction, which lasts permanently and debuffs you while you're not addicted to while you're not using the drug. So maybe we could do something like that. What if it's like a consumable that saves you? That gives you, well, I think it gives you a permanent boost, right? If it's like, it gives you subscribers, but it gives one of your talents trauma. Oh, that's fucked up. By which I mean it's good. We should consider that. E.g. consumable that buffs subscribers but gives a random talent trauma. Or item. Yeah, items too. Blotter jokers. Mutations, VTuber cooldown. I'm talking about RimWorld. I'm trying not to play it for a while. Never played it. Maybe trauma leads into a trait depending on how you have the VTuber handle it. Oh. E.g. consumable that removes trauma and turns it into a buff. Wait. That's good. Something like send to therapy or remove the trauma with no trait, but takes the VTuber out of the options for a while. Hi Felix. Hi. Johnny Somali got huge viewership, but you lose after a while. Oh man. What do you get? Like 10 years? 10 years in prison? Happiness meter, going for the logic, a happy worker is a productive lurker. I was thinking, what was it? In Needy Streamer Overload, you have like the stress meter. Yeah, if we want to make this more like management themed. In Needy Streamer Overload, I keep saying Needy Streamer Overload. There's two names. The Japanese name was Needy Girl Overdose. But anyway, you have like the affection meter, you have the stress meter, you have the mental darkness meter. So I'm wondering if we do something like that for the talents, and then you like have to swap them out. And like you can push them to stream when they don't want to, but then they have like negative stats. If you really push them, then they get permanent debuffs. I don't know. Or like, you know, they're exhausted or something like that. Hiatus, cannot perform actions for X time. Yeah, we could. Where is it? Where did I write that down? Where did I write that down? You guys are giving me good ideas. Tummy hurt, vacation hiatus, temporarily disable this talent. Something like that. If they suffer through, say, break-in trauma, they can either develop a hardened response or they get a buff to attack or a panic response, giving them a speed and agility. Agility buff? Oh, that's interesting. I'm liking this trauma idea. E.g. consumable 1/4 chance to gain trauma. Give buff. Something like that. Or 3/4 chance to gain buff. 1/4 trauma. Something like that. Wheel of Fortune from Balatro. Imagine Korean prisons are great or horrible. Johnny Slowly held it coming. Yeah, he did. Debut nervousness is a popularity buff for females, but a debuff for males. There's a lot of things you might be able to say. You might be able to say about that. Actually, if we want to make the initial stream combat whatever more interesting, we could have that. Or even for any talent, right? You buy a new talent, they have debut nervousness. I think we're only having I think we're only having, well, right now we just have Pippa, Rie, and Jelly, because those were the characters I had ideas for and got art for the last jam. Ideally, we probably want to add more characters with like unique stuffs to them. My idea right now to differentiate them is that, where is it? Talents have a talent ability, and it's just unique passive bonuses or negatives. Well, also maybe an active ability as well. Could be passive, could be active. Could be both. What a graduation to in this game! Oh no. Well, this is Kuroko, so the game ends when you get fired. You get terminated. But oh man, that's an interesting idea, right? Instead of just selling the talent, like what I have right now in Phase Snow Autobattler, we could let you milk the graduation for money. For money and viewers. Oh, that's fucked up to think about. Oh man, because it probably does give a buff, right? I mean, yeah. Characters with panic response get a buff. Being around characters with hard in response. Hard. Deaf. Deaf. No streams. Deaf. No viewers. Subscribers down. Deaf. Isn't that like the mechanic from Darkest Dungeon? Remove the character entirely. Clippers could give passive buff. I like that idea, but I think I don't want to have it as a stat, because that might be too much it might clutter things when, actually I kind of like it, right? Could have like, I guess I'm thinking a bit more as clips are random things that happen. Maybe it's like a consumable that you get, and it boost subscribers or something. Or maybe actually yeah maybe that's the consumable. Here, let me write down the consumables idea. Where's it? Control Alt consumables. Clippers clip that. Gives you a subscriber buff. Probably haven't actually played the game. I haven't actually played Darkest Dungeon either. Keep it simple, Dwarf Fortress style. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, happiness meter. Traumatic event adds a chance of occasional bad thought from remembering it. Plus 75% critical hits on attacks. The coin and negative stat aspects. Thank you for the member. Thank you, Cyril. Thank you. Welcome to Dog Walker. I think trauma is going to be its own section of this, since there's a lot of ways to take it in so many directions. That is a pretty interesting mechanic to probably add somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. Equipment level. PNG model, animated model, 3D model. Sacrifice member for numbers. You're already playing a bad guy in the company. Jawoon would sacrifice Dio for no reason. No! Would you? Would you? Ah! Ag. Hold on. Where's the freaking I press Control Shift. Oh, Control Shift 8, yeah. There we go. I want to make a stat just like a stacking permanent buff that just gives like small multiplier to a stat. Oh right, it's tied to the talent, yeah. Make it a buff on the talent. Clippable. Clippers? Clippable. Clippers. I don't know. Buff to subscriber gain on this talent. Something like that. Something like that. Yes, favorite consumable is the bathwater. Bathwater. VTuber bathwater. I'm writing that down somewhere. Sell bathwater. Gain money. Chance of scandal? I don't know. Chance of negative? Add hate watchers and stalkers. I was thinking of that, maybe, to be more realistic. But I think that's what the scandal mechanic represents. Then if it's like a, you know, stuff like that. Scandal, heat. Heat also represents controversy, hate, and stress. And it's basically like poison. But you have some abilities that give you a chance to gain that. The evil options especially. Collab options. New has touched a beacon. Member here because you got better cut, thank you. Thank you, Real. I bring it up every now and then, but in case you don't know, Twitch is 50-50 cut for the streamer at affiliate level, and YouTube is 70-30 cut off for everyone, basically. Debuff loves rats. Hey Neo, hello Nicola. Clippers should be a post-boss fight reward? We could do that, yeah. Clippers? There's special consumables, special perma buffs. Yeah, actually Clippers could be like a stat that you gain after the versus stream, the boss fight. Room manager. Another Yav item should be crypto scam. I did write that down. But that was in evil, actually. That goes in the evil category. Yeah. Evil, not Yab. There we go. New game idea. I want to rework Phase Snow Autobattler and just give it more thematic coherence and more of a, what's the word? Make it more unique, make it more streamer themed, make it more, I don't know, something that I want to work on, that I care about. I also wrote down this for the visuals and the music. Also DD streamer overload. It's big in my mind when thinking about this. But I think I probably do want to go with pixel art. Just cause I'm noob. And it's relatively easier, I imagine. Cause the big thing is I have like a massive old display drawing tablet, but it's really hard and annoying to set up. I probably could just set it up and get more practice with that. But I think I'd rather just not have to deal with putting it in and out. It's really big. And the colors are really bad on it. But it works. At least last I checked. But there's that, but I think I'd rather just put down pixels with a mouse or something. And, well, I guess I still need to get good, but... Alright. Sleep loss results in decreased sanity. Hunger results in lack of energy. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we could put that in debuffs. Yeah, some of these could, like, last for a number of streams. Sleep loss. Hunger. Make factions like in Victoria 3, workers, industrialists, nobles, but it's viewer demographics. Boomers, boomers, hate watchers, unicorns, and you can spec into appealing to one of them. I was thinking about that. I'm worrying that it might actually be too much to keep track of at that point, but it does fit thematically with all these ideas here. And it does make sense, especially with the split of abilities, right? Because presumably if you spec into one type of appeal, Yab, for example, then you would be attracting the viewers that enjoy that type of content, right? Say so. Good and evil. Money. Money, I don't know. The option should be yoga stream. Or Neo shows off the lewd streamers. Bit too complicated, but actually Yoda suck. Never mind. I think it's completely unusable. I think it's good to have more too much complexity, then we can pare it down. I think at this point we're brainstorming, right? But I do want it to be like readable and understandable for a new player to get into. They launch the game for the first time, they click on, ooh, ability does this, and then they try it out, and then, ooh, number go up. Ooh, good. Right. Like, I want that new player experience to still be somewhat interesting so that they are motivated to learn the rest of the game. The synergies and all that. Add Hikikomori and cell difficulty levels. Everything is hard as fuck because your character doesn't know how to do anything. I'm probably gonna take the Slay the Spire Ascension leveling system because that's what every roguelike does, and I think it works really well. And we could theme it like Hikikomori level. Have you thought about rendering to a low resolution render target, then upscaling it for the real pixels? I think you can get some kind of inconsistent results from that if you aren't like, what is it? If you aren't drawing the art specifically for, say, I hear 640 by 360 is the usual target you should look for widescreen at this point in time. But, but I think I want to have some like camera effects, like zoom in, zoom out, stuff like that, that I think work better when you have, you know, it's a pixel art thing, but it's being rendered a bit at a higher resolution, right? For like moving around, stuff like that. It's not real. It's not like the full experience, but I just want to make it look good with my ability, within my ability. And I think some camera zoom effects, some like rotation effects, some other stuff like that could work well. What's the one there was it? I remember I was looking up examples for like pixel art, different types of pixel art in games, and Terraria kept coming up. Or actually, no, it was a video about fonts in games. Terraria, right? It's got the pixel art style, but like it's not actually rendered at the resolution of the pixels, and then you have the font, which isn't even a pixel font, it's like a cartoony font, and is rendered at like full resolution. Trait politically opinionated, reduce subscriber gain by 40%, permanent joy buff that the VTuber doesn't have to self-censor their opinions. Is there a pick-me trait? Oh, that's let me just write that down, because this is the brainstorming doc. This is a brainstorming doc, I guess. Pick traits. traits. Pick me. Ag. Dang it. Light bulb. Political streamers. Let's go. At this rate, you're going to end up making a realistic system dynamics model for predicting how well a YouTube will do. And then I can make my clickbait YouTube video. I couldn't become a famous VTuber, but I made a game where you can become one or something. Where we take the simulator and Crow Management Simulator way too seriously. Timid trait increases viewer count but slows VTuber reaction. Timid. I'll just write that down. I don't know what exactly to do mechanically there, but do something. Neutral, now hostile. Your party member, Chud, has failed a social interaction due to incel trait. My inspiration comes from like roguelikes and numbers, Slay the Spire, Balatro. Right? I haven't actually played a ton of like super in-depth RPG mechanics kind of games. I'd say reduce their actions in game. Oh yeah, we could do like a cooldown increase, small cooldown increase, and then viewer gain. Something like that. Do you have stats to reflect fan base quality? What was it? Someone mentioned like appealing to different archetypes of fan, right? Gooner, or yab, or political, or whatever, or say so, or something like that. I haven't thought about that actually. I guess you could, if we do clippers as a mechanic, then that sort of represents that a little bit. But I don't think any of these mechanics so far really touch on that, which could be interesting to add. No, we don't have enough of VTuber coach bros like crypto and commerce bros. VTuber coach. Buy my VTuber course. Oh, what was it? What's the one Twitter post? Someone was like advertising, buy my VTuber course. It's like $50 or something. And then someone bought it and was like, this course fucking sucks. It's all easily Googleable information. Don't waste your money on stuff like this. Do you really want that? Neo could pull it off if he wants to lean into the numbers, brainstorms. Oh no. Oh no. I just want to make a fun game about numbers going up. Okay, this is this is what I care about, okay? Now I'm hyped for your game. Good. That's what I want to hear. That's another reason I wanted to, do this stream, is to gauge what you guys think. Is this an appealing concept? Is this an interesting idea? Right? I was just watching a video from the guy who made Choo Choo Charles again, because he has this YouTube channel now. He's posting videos on his thoughts on game development and marketing and analytics and what actually makes a good, appealing game. He had a video on concept versus execution, because there's a lot of like posts online saying, oh, don't worry about your game idea. There's a lot of game dev wisdom being repeated, quote unquote wisdom being repeated, of the idea that your concept doesn't matter. It's all about the execution. It's all about how well you make it. Your ideas don't matter. So don't worry about anyone like stealing your ideas or whatever, right? Because it doesn't. What really matters is execution. But his take was that that's complete BS. That the concepts, the ideas in your game actually matter way more than you think. The reason people say that is because the average person's the average idea that gets thrown around online for a game, the average idea guy's idea, I'm gonna make the biggest MMORPG, it's gonna change the world, whatever. Those ideas, their ideas suck. And your ideas probably suck too. And my ideas probably suck too. But good ideas are actually valuable, that good concepts are actually valuable, and that they guide, you know, what is the game going to be? Is it going to be appealing? Is it going to be marketable? Are people going to find this interesting? Enemy Dogboy teaches stock trading. Add a stock market in this. Well, one thing I did want visually is just like a viewer graph and a subscriber graph, you know, like to really tie into the numbers theme and YouTube analytics brain rot. Predatory trait. Increases chance of fellow VTubers to gain trauma. Permanent debuff to hostile VTubers. Predatory. Predatory. Yeah, actually, traits could impact like whether you take certain abilities. If you like lean harder into certain archetypes. Increase chance of fellow VTubers to gain trauma. Permanent debuff to hostile VTubers. I'm trying to think. Like, we could have a trait that debuffs teammates, right? How can we... What if we... Yeah, what if there's some trait that, like, leans into the evil archetype? Makes you more resistant to heat. Makes you more resistant to scandals. Things like that. But it's because you're a toxic evil person. Alright, thank you, Google, for letting me know VTubers misspelled. Concepts didn't matter. Things like COD would be praised, not condemned. Can you draw real quick what the core game loop of the game looks like? Straight no. Malicious party neighbors. Toxic. Toxic. Oh yeah, toxic. Resistant to heat, scandal, chance to debuff teammates. Stuff like that. Secret boyfriend card. Buff to lewd. I wrote down lewd as a buff somewhere. Increased member gain. Yeah. Buff to lewd, increased chance of scandal. Stuff like that. Yeah, we could do that. I think predatory should be separate from toxic. We could do that, yeah. Dude. I think we did that with Talent Finds Romantic Partner. Could also be event. Something like that. Latina trade makes party member better at melee. Oh man. I think we're gonna not have any direct attacks on other VTubers. It'll be through abilities. It'll be through adding debuffs. I mean, maybe you could just have like physical attacks. Punch. Melee attack. I don't know. This is virtual, right? We can do anything we want, even if it doesn't make sense. As long as it feels right thematically or in the player's brain. NTR mode. I feel like that's a little iffy to touch on. But I do want to go a little bit into the evil stuff. A little bit. Predatory, very much in evil traits. Yeah, we could have stuff. We could do stuff. Watch me throw a stick and you'll give a hot dog. Thank you, Random Per, for that $2 Canadian. Thank you. Apparently that's $1.39 according to Stream Elements. After currency conversion. Oh man, what is Canadian dollar to USD right now? 70 cents. 1 USD is ag. Why is this not loading? Please. Please. Okay. Well, all right. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. What's the game loop look like? Where did I write this down? Shop phase. If you played Super Auto Pets, if you played other auto battlers, right? You have a shop before your combats or whatever. You buy talents, items, abilities, consumables, whatever other things are adding. Events I haven't written down because I don't think we'll get to it for the game jam, but there's that. Streams. This replaces combats in like normal auto battlers and Phase Snow Autobattler. You try to reach a viewer goal. You have talents that use abilities automatically on timers. It's like the Bazaar. The abilities trigger automatically on timers, and they increase your viewers. And you're trying to hit the viewer goal, which is like Balatro. You're trying to hit the score goal. And that's the stream. And then at the end of the stream, you gain subscribers, members. So at the end of a stream, you get rewards. It'll be some base reward, your base salary, because you're the manager or something, or you're a talent at the VTuber agency at Kuroko. The blackest of black corpos. And then your items, abilities, super chats, those other things will influence your income too. And it should scale exponentially with the subscribers to fit thematically. And then you gain subscribers, you gain members, other stuff like that. And then you choose an ability, 1 of 3, of course, as always, to add to your ability inventory. You'll have a limited ability inventory. I think I wrote this down yesterday. Because here's the thing. Originally I was thinking we should be able to like swap out abilities as much as you want. But then I was thinking like, well, how do we get rid of abilities? How do we sell abilities? If you want to, we probably don't want to give the player an infinite amount of abilities to hold on to. So you'll have some limited number of ability slots. The characters themselves here in this mockup, right? The characters themselves have ability slots. That depends on their character level, stuff like that. And you put the abilities in the ability slots. Once the ability is in the ability slot, it's tied to that character. It can only be overridden. So it's like Pokemon where you have to forget a move in order to learn a new move. It takes up that slot. It's permanently tied to the character. You can only overwrite it, then you lose it. So there's some decision making to be thought about when you give abilities to talents, and then which talent you give the ability to, if you like hold on to it for some stronger combo later or something. Those are abilities. Yeah, and then you go back to the shop base. Every 3 streams, there'll be a versus stream. I'm still not sure if we'll get to this for the game jam. I would love to add this in the game jam. You face off a rival VTuber group. It should be pretty doable because of the existing code. The only tricky part is like defining those encounters and coming up with different boss fights, basically. These are basically boss fights. And so you're facing against another VTuber group. It's like the normal stream, but they are using abilities to try and sabotage you. They're trying to hit the viewer goal before you, and you have to beat them. And then you get some extra reward because it's a boss fight. I guess it doesn't have to be a special reward, because Balatro doesn't have like a special boss blind reward beyond just you move to the next ante, right? So, but if I do add any other special scaling thing, it'll probably be there. So yeah, that is the game loop. The game loop. I have not I was planning on drawing it in Paint. Here, maybe I'll draw it too. Here. All right. Here. Oh man. Choose a talent. Choose ability. 1, 2, 3. Ability name does the thing. Yep, that's the thing. Dang it, I really need to expand this canvas. Okay, that's way bigger than I need. Okay, there we go. It's probably a massive PNG now. And now we go into shop. Do we go into shop immediately? You probably go into like your starting talent, abilities. A for ability. And then tutorial tells you to put the ability in the talents, open talents on, which you don't necessarily have to. The talent has like a starting ability, but the tutorial will tell you to do that to teach you. And then shop, there'll be some kind of tab here. This will have talents. And then there'll be items. Item. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it'll be like a pop-up menu. We have abilities, and then we have item slots go somewhere. I think right now they're at the top of the screen. And then items. 1, 2, whatever. However many. Buckle my shoe. And then yeah, shop tab, abilities, items, all that. And then I guess it's a stream. Goal 100,000 or something. You have your talents. 1, 2, 3, however many slots. And they have their abilities, and the abilities, they have their progress bars that go up. Progress bars go up, and then they activate, and then they get plus whatever, and then your viewer count is somewhere. This UI is not very final, but whatever. Yeah. Numbers go up. Yeah, maybe that's like above the viewer count or something. A little messy, but hopefully you get the idea. And then your items are somewhere. I'm not even sure where. Circle, triangle, square, okay, whatever. About to get lower. Oh no. Plus 75% ego of entering someone. In 2006, you could buy a bag of Cheetos with that. Draw to MS Paint with boxes and arrows. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Maybe a trait could be erotic streamer, where streamer requires more downtime to release their pent-up stress, but draws in more viewers, but for increased chance of stalker enemies. I had an ability idea somewhere. Abilities. Goon. It's just called Goon. And when I came up with that idea, I also came up with another idea. Have a buff called Clarity, and it increases your crit chance. And when you goon, gain clarity. And maybe lewd. Maybe something like that. Brawl, your party members. Maria and Jessica have gotten into a fight due to Latina trait. Bro. I like the brawl event idea. I don't think it should be race-based, more trait and more trauma-based. I'm Latino, so I like it. Magus says hello, hello. Could do a simple backend implementation to take other people's builds and use them as boss fights for versus. Actually, yeah, that's a great idea. I was thinking of that more for long term. But I don't know. 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 Because I'm not sure if I'll make something like that for the jam, but I could actually for the jam. We could literally just take people's builds, just have people submit their builds. I'll just like copy them from what they have, and then yeah, make it the sort of async PvP kind of thing, like the bazaar, right? Yeah, thanks for the idea, Nexus. Are the characters going to be defined by you, or are you going to have randomized traits that make new Chuba each run, or start the run by running auditions and picking talents from a pool? I was mainly inspired by just, usual roguelike shop stuff, usual Autobattler shop stuff. You have like random talents and you have reroll. The reroll button could be like a scout button. Reroll $2. So it could be like that. So the idea is like you're scouting for talents instead of just arbitrarily finding them in the shop. And then being a randomized talent pool you have to choose from. As a scenario / character editor option at the start. Would be cool. Like more randomization or more modifiers, maybe. Company collar. Yeah, a collar with the company name. Piancing is a real thing, Chad. Huh? Okay. Okay, does that answer? Oh, right. Okay, so after stream, results page, stream ended, viewers, subscriber, one number, subscriber, plus 228, I don't know, viewers, subscribers, members, super chat, or just revenue. I don't know. Maybe just revenue. And whatever else. Revenue. Salary. $4. What I can't draw. Okay, what you can't even see it because I was showing the other thing. Yeah, stream ended. Yeah. Yeah, so you do the stream, you have the stream ended screen, you get your permanent whatever buffs. Member plus X. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's an MS Paint mockup, okay? It's gonna be a mess. Yeah. Something like this. Something like this. And then back to the shop. Also we need the start streaming button because that's very important. Start streaming. And we'll make it themed either the YouTube Go Live button or the OBS start streaming button. There we go. Prude trait. Wait, that's good. Yeah. Are you gonna be playing as the corpo or as the VTuber? That's the tricky thing that I'm still trying to figure out. I think it would work better if you were playing as a VTuber, but I think the concept is more leaning towards you are a manager and you're managing a group of talents. But I think like thematically it would be more interesting as playing as the VTuber. So I'm not sure how to tie those together. Prude. Debuff to lewd, buff to say so or something. You have a company reputation stat that increases the chance of good talents showing up when you scout to expand during the run. Oh. Oh, so you're building the company too. That could work. That could work. Let me Yeah, let me write that down somewhere. Other mechanics. Wait. Actually, that's like a shop level in a lot of other Auto Battler games, right? In Super Auto Pets, just the more rounds that go on, the higher tier pets that you unlock. Shop level. Something like that. Prudes are hostile towards goons. They refuse to use the app items, have reduced income because more of their viewers are younger, but are a steadier income, less financial fluctuation. Could do both. Either an indie who manages himself. The original concept was Kuro management simulator. Why are these VTubers being forced to stream against each other and hit viewer goals? Because they work for the blackest of black corpos, and they have unreasonable demands, and they're constantly firing people, laying people off. And why are you being enticed to use evil abilities? Because we're in the black corpo, we're in the evil corpo. So there's sort of like a company culture there. What are you talking about? It's the Gooner Tubas that pull in a younger audience. Teens and young adults will say so VTubers pull in older guys. See Pippa and Jelly. I feel like I kind of agree. I guess in my mind, I'm not entirely sure. I guess it depends, right? It's more like the 18-24 demographic versus 25-34 demographic, I feel. You're playing as a coffee salesman. Sorry, I had an actually moment. You're running an actual black corpo. Gotta ship the beans at all costs. Yep. We did have coffee for Phase Snow Autobattler. I think I'll just turn that into regular money though. Company reputation should also affect viewer and subscriber count in addition to VTubers themselves. We could do that as just a... I'm thinking mechanically how I'd want to do this. In most auto battlers I see... Actually, what am I thinking about? The two examples I can think of are Super Auto Pets, that's just based on time. TFT is based on like you have a character level, and that's like determines your shop level. That determines like the rarity of the talents that you, or the characters that you find in the shop, right? So, you go past 25, you don't want to be horny anymore. You just want to be happy. I've experienced the VTuber says sex for the 1000th time. I do not want to be horny anymore. I want to be happy. I want VTuber finds true happiness and love and meaning and community. But yeah, so if I want this simple, which I'm not sure if I want it simple, then maybe it's just something that's based on rounds that influences scaling in various ways. That's just automatically as time goes on. If I want this more complex, then we can have this itself be a stat, or like an XP kind of stat, or maybe not even an XP kind of stat. It's something that can go up and down based on other things, right? So that's an idea. It's an idea. Also influences viewers, subscriber, multiplier. You start to appreciate the little sister archetype more. Pippa, Jelly, Ponko, Sean, Ogura. Okay. I need to use bathroom. Hold on. Where are we on Twitch ads? I don't know who's still here on Twitch. Pre-rolls are on. I have to show ads on Twitch. Okay. Here. Are you know what? You know what? I'm not even putting the freaking Minecraft parkour on. All right. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Where's my everything? Okay. All right. Sorry, I have to pee. I'm human. Dog. I have a bladder. BRB. I came up with an idea in the bathroom. Hold on. I was thinking about the consumables again. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Technically, we're still in ads for Twitch. Oh well, sorry, Twitch. Where did I write this down? Consumables used before stream. Here. Something like sponsored stream. I think I had this written down as an ability, but it might work better like this for passive things. Plus increase flat money gain at end of stream. Based on subscribers at end of stream. And then debuff to viewers. Something like that. Something like that. All right. Hello.
I missed you. Yo.
Maybe coming representation operates like a luck stat, changing everything on a small value. Oh, I like that too, actually. Luck stat. Or we could have like an actual luck stat somewhere. I like it when luck stats are really strong in games. They always seem kind of strong in some games. For real, I missed the guy. I haven't caught a stream in a while. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been a little inconsistent. I'm going to be away this weekend, so no Friday stream at the very least. And I guess ideally I'll try and do a stream tomorrow, but we'll see. Didn't take him for a foot, bro. He'll bite your toes if he gets the opening. Depends on whose toes, okay? Okay. I will say I wasn't like this before. It was the fucking internet. Man. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm not that into feed, okay? Like, I won't prefer foot-related content. It's just that I've seen a lot of very detailed, very well-drawn, well-proportioned anime artwork with focus on the feed. So I appreciate it on an aesthetic level. Okay? That's all. That is all. Shout out to substances. Increase VTuber actions during match. Cause long-term harm. Oh no. Oh no. Substance. Buff to viewers' abilities during stream. Debuff after. This could be the Spinal Tonic from Risk of Rain. From Risk of Rain 2. Yes, Neo, it's always the internet's fault. It's the internet's fault you bought a 6-foot pillow. No. Marketable plushie. Meme merch. Has to be unlocked by some condition. Pop maker is never the same after our anime memes collapse. Man. Animemes. I was there. I was, well, lurking on Reddit at the time. The split happened when fucking no one could agree on the word trap. And our animemes split into freaking good animemes and a bunch of other random subreddits. At this point, like, I don't know. I guess some memes are just old at this point, right? It's like, we've heard them a million times. It's not that funny anymore. But it's not like memes are completely dead. It's just that new memes have taken their place, right? I too was there. I made some banger posts. Yep. How is Animemes doing? Oops, I misspelled it. Not been here in like forever. Alright, we're React ending. My affordable PC's hard drive. Modern 150 gigabyte games. Sex. The joke is sex. Haha, funny. My girlfriend, me preparing to take the biggest step in my life. It's wholesome. Wow. Wow. Completely wholesome. Why did you drink cow's milk when you have me? Okay, that one was alright. That tickled the brain a little. 4 balls. I haven't even read that part in JoJo. I just know people reference it. He's too hot. That's just a scene. Starting it for the naughty stuff, staying for the story and plot. I'm inside the dungeon, Kill la Kill. Well, I watched Kill la Kill. I haven't watched the other one. Friend date, talking romance with my new bestie. We have the same type. I think I saw this on Twitter, or someone posted it on Twitter. I saw. Anime when I'm alone, anime when my parents talking. This is like an ancient joke, I feel. This is like ancient. How she actually looks, how demons see her. Alright, that was kind of funny. Absolute cinema. I mean, I also like it when this happens. Pochi the Rock. Me, porn addiction. Okay. Do not let Freeren's anti-demon propaganda blind you. Oh my god, when... Was there... How many seasons of Machikano Masaku were there? In this last one? Okay, alright. Alright, I think... Alright, Metamorphosis. Oh my god, they're still referencing Metamorphosis. That's crazy. Alright, alright, I think I've seen enough. These memes got me like... Okay. I also made like one of the first Komi-san memes before the manga became popular. Nice, you were there. You were there. Like all these fake fans that came in later. I saw Ground Zero when Bowsette dropped. That was crazy. 3,000 years ago. 3,000 years. Trait Dami. Freeren's right about the demons. True, true. Sorry, I have to go. Alright, thanks for showing up, Femboy Cultist. All the way sub worked with someone made a format, people milked it to death. Where you end up was few funny iterations of it. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you. Thank you. Dami. Dami. How about just Mommy? VTuber has a very dominant role, making them both protective, aggressive disposition toward friendly VTubers. Doesn't work with other dominant VTubers. What if Dami and Mommy are separate traits? I don't even know what I'd put here, like, mechanically, though. Because, if anything, it ties into, like, lewd, because that's what people associate with that archetype, right? Dami, like, actually dominant personality. Debuff, win with other dominant types. Buff to, I don't know, stuff. They get stuff. Dami can be male or female. I'm only planning on having female VTubers at the moment. But I guess eventually. Yeah, I wouldn't be completely opposed to putting in male VTubers as well. Problem is people don't watch anime anymore. Everyone's dropped to VTubers. I actually bumped into Holomyth from the first wave of Gura memes in that subreddit after her debut. Oh man. I was probably still browsing that subreddit. Well, was I browsing Reddit at that time? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I was browsing animes especially. Should have a chance to inflict trauma on hostile subby types. Subby trait. I think. What if we just make timid? What if we just use timid for that? Because I like it. I'd prefer it to be a bit more subtle, right? I don't want it to be too overt about some themes. I guess this stuff isn't that subtle. Freaking doxing, DDoSing, takedown docs. Using male VTubers as Toho lunatic equivalent. Yeah, it's the hardest difficulty level. Wait, we could literally have wait, debuffs Where they put debuffs, male VTuber. It's literally just called male VTuber, and all male VTubers have it. Oh god. Are they going to be battling anyway? One, they're battling the company's unreasonable expectations of the constantly increasing viewer goal. Two, in the versus streams, I guess I'm thinking like some sort of fucked up battle royale kind of situation, except it's just the company being unreasonable and they're going like, okay, two teams, one of you has to go, whoever gets the most viewers wins, or something like that. Dami has huge damage buff against stalker enemies. Uh-oh. Neo is a walking debuff. Yeah, me. I have all the debuffs. I have all the negative traits. I have toxic, predatory, Dami, not Dami. Secret GF. That one's not true. I was thinking more gladiator match. That was kind of the original idea for Phase Snow Autobattler, right? That they're fighting each other. But like we could frame this as some sort of fucked up Mr. Beast battle royale, death game, Squid Games, whatever. We could make this Squid Games themed. We could make this Squid. I keep saying Squid Games just because of the meme. But yeah, we could make this like a VTuber Squid Game kind of thing. You manage your stable of VTubers who must battle against other VTubers. Okay, do I have anything else in my mind to add? Have we... I appreciate the suggestions from chat as well. Yeah, a lot of these clippers, other mechanics. Probably better to have too many ideas for mechanics and then pare it down later, and then we can always add in more complexity later if it's needed, if the game is too simple or boring, or if some mechanics just don't feel right, we can swap them out. Auto-generate rival corpos and indies that stream at the same time and you battle for a limited resource number, never numbers. Yeah. In a way, yeah, it's fighting for limited resources. Wondering if we should tie that in more. I was sort of just thinking things grow exponentially forever, even to the point where it's unrealistic, where you have like 8 billion viewers or whatever, because it's just kind of a number. But I'll like scale it so that there's the end of the game and then there's an endless mode, like Balatro, right? Where you hit like 5 view, you hit like 6 view, 5 view, maybe 6 view, and then that's like the end of normal mode, and then you go into endless mode and then just make the number go crazy or something. Add segs, hello arrows. I think we kind of have that. We have lewd as a buff. We have like a few abilities that are, we have goon. Someone mentioned the secret BFGF trait, but maybe not sure if we'll add that. Part of this is I want VTubers to play it, so I want to touch on these themes, but I don't want to go too far where it'll like really alienate people. So like there's some advantage to, like, if we think of adding evil abilities into this game as an action in the game, then it would probably be in like Yab territory, right? So it's good, right? Because it gets attention, intrigue, interest in the game itself, right? But if you go too far, then like it'll probably alienate some people and just make them not want to play it at corpos, especially, right? So I guess I'm trying to think about that balance. Like needy streamer overload is probably a good example, because you know it does exist. It does touch on some of these themes. It has the frickin' segs already in it, right? The whole Cucking your viewers, cucking yourself if you send her on Tinder dates, Tinder, right? So I guess it's not like completely out there. Containment breach. Lewd should be more trait. We could maybe do that. Lewd. Then we need to think of how to change lewd from a buff, though. I mean, all these buffs are kind of could also be traits, maybe. I don't know. The overall idea of the game so far. We're gonna take Phase Snow Autobattler, right? The Autobattler I've been working on. We're gonna rework it so you are trying to hit a number goal, and the number goal is the viewers. And so it's instead of themed as VTubers fighting each other, it's themed as VTubers fighting for viewers, and then the viewers is the round score, and you're trying to hit the round score goal, basically. And then the abilities system will be sort of similar to what we already have. It'll be based on the Bazaar. It's going to be like cooldown based abilities. If you make it funny, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, keep it light. Trauma effect, self-harming VTuber takes periodic damage. I mean, ED Streamer Overload also touches on self-harm, so it's not completely out of the question. Effect of self-farming. VTuber can gain trait self-care advocate. Self-care advocate can force stream to end without consequences. Subscriber bit hit to maintain self-care. There's like a... I haven't even written down any item ideas, have I? I just threw that in there. It's going to be like Bellatrix Jokers. Like, I already have the system somewhat coded. But I'm thinking like Mr. Bones. Maybe he'll act like Fairy in a bottle. Slay the Spire. It'll be a consumable. Or you somehow convince the Black Corpo that you work for that it's okay to take a mental health day. Mental health day. Mental health break. Fairy in a bottle. STS. If you fail to meet stream goal, survive and useless. Something like that. Pushing limits on what you're able to pull off. What about using viewers as a currency somehow? So I think my plan is... What's my plan? How do I describe this? You have viewers. That's like your score, but then that influences other things, like super chats and members, and then subscribers gained. Not entirely sure how I'll set it up, but the idea is that there'll be some sort of exponential growth, that it'll sort of reflect what you see in the streaming world of, you know, the 1 view, 2 view, 3 view, 4 view, whatever dichotomy, where it's not linear, it's exponential. Right? And so these other stats will be influenced by the viewers, and then your income will also be influenced by like all these numbers. Trait obsessive need to work. VTuber works too hard on projects, can result on trauma. Dominate, lewd, obsessive. Overworks. Gain buff to... Gain buff. Chance to debuff trauma. You're going for an auto battler, right? I was thinking, what if it was a gladiator arena scenario with a bunch of viewers of each type appearing? You have to try to capture them. Like, literally, physically capture them? I was just going for, like, a numbers, round score, Balatro chip scoring kind of thing. Actually, that that's like a thematic question too, right? Do they see the viewers literally as just numbers? Right? Or do the viewers even like exist in this game outside of numbers? But I think one of the reasons I want to go with numbers here mainly is to lessen the amount of work I have to do as for art or animation in this game. Lessen the amount of like encounters I have to make and think about. Stuff like that. Obsessive need to work. Trait comes from Callie, working yourself into passing out. Oh man. Procrastination. Procrastination. Could we put that in? How'd that work mechanically? What does that represent mechanically? It's just like a negative trait. Maybe. Actually, what if we adjust that? What if we make perfectionist and then delays certain things but increases effect? I don't entirely know how this is gonna work. I agree with Aros. You know, like so when he gets captured with a leash. Character has slowed reaction times. We don't really have a reaction mechanic, do we? Unless, what was it? We can have abilities that trigger on other abilities, right? So if you get debuffed by an opponent, then you trigger something. Those could be considered reactions, so we could slow those down as well. Delay 2 abilities, but something like that. Could just be slower cooldowns or something. But if it's delayed 2 abilities, then it's like delayed on like reaction abilities. Unlike if X thing triggers then Y, they could delay that too. Can be in a line by each viewer demographic set enemy type with maybe unique sprites or just colors and need to kill the viewers before they walk past you like a tower defense. You place your VTubers in the map at different time slots to try to catch more viewers. Tower defense. Reduce how long their turn action. Procrastination can be a debuff status. Could be, yeah. Could be 2. Let's write that down. Debuff male VTuber, yep. Yep. It's there. Someone suggested as like the hardest difficulty level. But I don't have any like actual male VTuber characters planned or thought of yet. Like if we really want to balance that, besides just being like a difficulty mechanic, then you know, you'd have to give them some sort of corresponding buff. Some sort of unique thing. Pre-stream item, comfy stream. Stream more focused on comfort, relaxation. Chance to recover. Reduced, increased viewers and subscribers. VTuber recover statuses and stats. I think my idea for most of the statuses are going to be like in combat or in streams. I keep calling them combats because they basically are. Right, but we did have a few ideas, right, for trauma that lasts between streams. And in Slay the Spire, you have like curses. You can get a curse from the Tangled Mass or something that's like a permanent lasting thing. Your HP as a resource lasts between combats in Slay the Spire. I'm wondering if we should make stamina persist somewhat between streams. Because I'm thinking there should be some sort of reward for completing a stream without using up all your stamina. And I don't know if that'll just be based on in the rewards, or it'll influence that somehow, or if we should have it persist somehow, like in Slay the Spire. After a certain ascension, you heal only 75% after completing a boss fight. So we could do something like that, maybe. Curse to Oh, whoops, I had the BRB text up there. Anything else? I think at this point I'm just taking ideas from you guys and writing them down in this brainstorm doc. I can't really think. I've already drawn out the sort of game loop. I'm also trying to limit the amount of things for the game jam, right? We have a lot of extra ideas here that probably won't make it into the game jam because that's going to be like a week and a half. I guess we start now, we can get more done. At a doxing event. We have an ability where you dox another VTuber and you like steal their viewers or something. Or debuff them as well. Or is it? Abilities in evil. Doxing. Yeah, debuff your rivals, reduce viewer gain. Gain heat. Did you increase your viewer gain? Yeah, stuff like that. How's the stream progression going to go? You set the week schedule for the streamer. The streamer does it like the Autobattler. I was just thinking like the Watcher. I'm not even sure I had a like time date system in mind. Thank you for that Vaporflex. Thank you. 1 month, random perp. Making a game isn't done when you've added everything you wanted. It's done when there's nothing left to remove. Good point. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that probably will get cut from here. If you have a round be a full week, could make up time slots. You choose the schedule of your VTubers, let the week run. If they stream too long, they take sanity buffs. Every few weeks, there can be special events that come in, like Valentine's, new game release. I like the idea. Oh, that's like the map system, right? In Slay the Spire, you have the map. Slay the Spire map. This isn't even the original. This is a Slay the Spire style map in Unity, but like, you know, the map. The map. You have like a path that you choose, and you go left or right, stuff like that. We could have the week laid out like that. Actually, I like that idea. Map. Week. STS map. Calendar. We'll call it calendar. Is the STS map. And choose between streams, events, etc. And that could tie into more options of like more mechanics around letting your talents rest instead of just streaming every day. Probably not going to make it into the jam release. Choose a schedule, let the week run. The stream too long, take sanity buffs. Every few weeks there are going to be special events coming, like Valentine's, new game release. Yeah, probably under just events, under random events. Concept phase, we're just throwing sticky tissues at a wall. Once the work begins, you'll learn whose goo can make things stick. Can I unplug Dog's tail in the game? No. You know, that's like attached to the base of the spine. Actually, okay. So we have all these ideas. We have our, dang it, I haven't shown this off enough, is this very scuffed, let's save it, hold on. Where is it? Where even is my Obsidian Notes folder? Oh, right, Obsidian here. EMS flow. Okay. Great GUI design. Yep, you know it. Game big game logo, some animated background. Start button, choose a talent. Talents have unique stuff. Choose one of three, or just the characters is like your starting stuff. Choose a starting ability. Probably just random from the pool, same as always. This is the shop. The shop. Probably have like a shop tab. Shop. And then you bring it up, and then it has the shops just for like screen space. I'm not sure actually. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I got some feedback that was it the interface in Phase Snow Autobattler is just so cluttered. It's just really cluttered. It has your team, enemy team, shop items. So I'm probably going to simplify it. I like Balattro's shop a lot. That one, yeah, you don't like see the entire deck while you're in the shop in Balatro. You see it like when it's relevant. So probably just like a tab that you bring up, and then you'll have like the talents that you scout for. You have items. Not sure if that's visible enough. Maybe it'll be on the side. Going for the weak format, streamers can lose accessories they've equipped, i.e. Neo lost his tail plug. As a result, won't get the tail plug buff. The buff? Tail plug buff? Huh? Okay. Yeah. So you have that. You click start streaming once you've equipped your stuff. You have the goal, which I guess will be somewhere visible on the previous page as well. You have your viewer goal. Characters use their abilities. Viewers go up. Numbers go up. Other numbers, members, subscribers, other stuff go up as well. And then stream ends, and then you get your results. You gain your money. You go back to the shop phase. Repeat. Balatro score phase. Score thing. Cuteness buff. I guess it would, huh? Okay. I have expounded on the game idea. I guess does this seem reasonable for by the end of the game jam? April 6th? April 6th? And 2, does this sound like an appealing game idea? Because like right now there's still a lot up in the air, but is the idea interesting to you guys? Also give sense of fullness, make the streamer more precise and faster. Erotic pixel art. Maybe Asakoko buff. Asakoko. I had a section in this doc, which I did post on Discord, for, where was it? Visuals. I think I want to go for pixel art just because it seems more approachable to me. I know it's hard to do well, but it's probably just as hard to do well for non-pixel art. So that's what I'm thinking about. All the fundamentals still kind of apply, right? Composition, space, where you're directing the viewer's stuff. But I what is it? I'm taking a lot of inspiration in my mind from Needy Streamer Overload, from Needy Girl Overdose, whatever you want to call the game. Which, do I have any reference images up here? Did I save any reference images actually? Where did I? I guess it's not here. Well, anyway. Needy Girl Overdose. We'll call it by its Japanese name, I guess. Here, the UI. So maybe we'll take some inspiration from this. Follower counts. Graphs, look, graphs. Graphs too. Yeah, like the classic Windows 95, 98 style, but like pixel art. And the soundtrack too is really good. Neo's going with pixel art because he thinks there's no way to make it erotic. Chat knows better. I was operating more along the old Princess Trainer games. I mean, I'm not saying that pixel art can't be lewd. Erotic. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? What else? I probably... Yeah, I can't think of anything else. One thing I did mention in this visual section, or I did write down, I want there to be a separate room background and then a stream background. So normally you'll see like the room background, but then when you hit start stream, it like transitions into like a virtual world, and there'll be like a transition animation, like the screen turning on thing, the flash thing that you always see, and then it'll like fade into like a virtual world, taking some inspiration from Balatro and Earthbound. Actually, I was looking at, what's it, Shader Toy. I literally just searched Earthbound because I was thinking of the Earthbound combat, the Earthbound battle screens. And so I looked up on Shader Toy to see if people are making stuff like this. Stuff like this. Yeah, that's my plan. Here, we can reduce the pixelation. Forget, does that increase or decrease? No, that. So, oh no, wait, this one is the, yeah, that's for the interlace. This for the pixelation. Here, something like this. Something like this, but maybe brighter. Maybe just taking inspiration from like Earthbound and stuff. I love Shader Toy. Yeah, I've been interested in this stuff. I was deciding on whether I wanted to do learning shaders, like a book of shaders. Is it book of shaders for this stream, or going over this game idea? Because I want to use this for the game, or the stream thing. Keeps telling me that pixel art plus anime equals arrow. True. There are a lot of games. I mean, this one's safe work though, right? Right? Totally. She's so cute. Damn it. All right. Dark mode. Book of shaders. What's a shader? Yeah, I was deciding on whether or not to do this for a stream. I might do this for a stream since like the game jam still hasn't technically started yet. I like making shaders. Yeah, shaders are cool. I learned a little bit about shaders. I took like an intro graphics programming course. But I haven't like, the stuff on Shader Toy specifically is very specialized, like all generative art, mathematical art. It's not really the same as like the practical kind of things you see in other stuff in like, I don't know, 3D games or whatever. Right? But it's something I'm interested in making some stuff like this. Actually, another reason I'm thinking about this is Balatro. Another trait toy collection? All right. There's like a couple recreations of the Balatro background thing in Shader Toy. Yeah, like these two. This one. Do 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 do. It's mesmerizing. Look at this. Look at this code. Can't even read. Pixel size, speed, spin, rotation. There's like no comments. Configuration. Ooh. Color 1, 2, 3. Spin. Yeah. Yeah, I wanna learn how to make things like this. And I want to use it in the game for during stream during stream it'll change the background to that. Plenty of these shaders on Godot shader asset site. Hell yeah. Oh right, I can just steal I can just take someone else's work. Combustible Voronoi with parameters. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. It's free. They released it for you to use for free. Left your link on Discord. Thanks. I'm looking. Oh, the Balatro background shader. Yeah. I see. Balatro paint mix. Yeah, if I want to be lazy, I can just do this. I was probably gonna make it a bit more custom. This one's interesting. Paint swirl shader. Alright, convert to UV chords, floor pixel effect, add center swirl, add the paint effect. Oh yeah, I keep thinking about the pixelation they do. Wouldn't it be more efficient to just resize it, or like render at a lower resolution and then resize it? Because otherwise you're like, I guess it doesn't really matter for modern hardware, but you know, just thinking about it. The fire shader. I was thinking we could have that on like viewer gain. If it's like more than 10% of your viewer goal, your viewer gain per second, then maybe add flames on it. I mean, even Overwatch has that too, right? Overwatch, what's it called? Flames. On fire. This thing, yeah, on fire meter. Does not grant any gameplay advantage. Because it makes like a glow effect around your avatar too. So maybe something like that. I don't know how we'd code it exactly. Probably based on viewer gain. It'll probably just be based on viewer gain. A random event delayed at airport. VTuber couldn't make stream because they've been delayed at airport for insert reason. Yeah. Are there tags like besides canvas item, spatial, whatever? Space, the final frontier, hyper speed space effect. Actually, what was it? I wanted to add like the starfield effect. Where's yeah, go back to shader toy. That old Windows screensaver thing. I want to like add this on, layer this on top as well. One of these. Yeah, one of these. And then I don't think I drew it in the concept though. Where's the here? Super chats. Chat feed. Chat log. I want like a chat log. And then super chats as well. I want that in the game as well. And maybe it'll be like off to the side and mostly a visual thing. But I want that to scale based on your viewer count. Then I have to think of like an actual super chat system that like balances out. So there's some randomness to the income you get, but it's still like, you know, predictable enough for me to balance around. Neo was delayed at airport because he set off the metal detector with the metallic part of the tail. Kiryu Coco, truly an inspiration to a whole generation of VTubers. Wait, I don't have a toggle, do I? No, I don't think I set a toggle for this, did I? Oh, I did. Here, let me just take it up. Okay, let me put it back in. I'm full of terrible ideas. Just give me the excuse. well, you have an excuse. You have a game project that you're helping brainstorm. You're helping provide ideas for my game project. Totally. Where's... Oh, Brave. Mac. There you go. Starfield. Already showed this off, right? Yeah, I want to like layer this effect on top of like a sort of sky gradient, maybe vaporwave kind of looking thing. Let's go pink and blue. It always works, right? Anyway. Do I have anything else? Is that it for this stream? Do I have anything else for this stream? Me adjusting my stream layout. Got so many ideas for me this far. Not sure you can cope with any more degenerate ideas. Well, I do appreciate it. And I hope you guys find this idea at least somewhat interesting. Or at the very least, I hope you find it more interesting than what Phase Snow Autobattler was already. So, there's that. Handcuff item. Yav item. Restricts target's action for 3 turns. I'm gonna write that down, actually. Where is it? Consumables. It'll be consumable. Somewhere. Handcuffs. In versus stream. Restricts random... Yeah. Target enemy. Abilities. Temporarily. Use on friendly VTuber, increases viewer count bonus effect from Tommy characters. Use on friendly character to buff other characters. Friendly talent to buff other talent. Can induce trauma. Timid characters can enjoy. Oh man. Hostile VTuber prevents hostile VTuber reacting for 3 turns. Yeah. Something like that. Okay. Random perv loves to live up to his name. Is there anything else I want to do for the stream? Trying to think. I'm trying to think. You should learn to. Handcuffs is something I can get behind, though. Maybe. Okay, yeah, maybe. Okay, don't worry about it. Do you guys see, what was it? Sonic Unleashed got not decompiled, but recompiled. There's like a recompilation project, and the team literally made a tool that can be generally used for recompiling Xbox 360 games to like C code. And they did that for Sonic Unleashed, and they made like a PC version that has mod support and everything. That's exciting. Smash Chibi. Aw. Hello, Zacky Lucky. Hello. I saw that. Yeah, it was really cool. Another item. Net evil item. Steal VTuber from another agency. Wait, that's just good. Net assist in Poach move. Poaching. I like that idea. I'm gonna write it down somewhere. Consumable. Net lets you poach rival talent and add to your team. I like that. Cards facing VTuber stable offer is useless. You get it. Yeah. I'm not sure if the rival talents are like from within Kuroko or if they're like from rival companies, but maybe it would fit better if they're like from rival companies. Or if we just want to get rid of the Kuro theming in general and make it like a do it like Need Streamer Overload. You're an indie and you're just you have the unreasonable expectations, and you're gonna give up if you don't hit the viewer goal. Something like that. Should be an evil item since you're just kidnapping them. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have any. I had the hard mechanical idea of having like a karma system, of making it so evil actions change your karma. That definitely isn't making it in for the game jam, I think. And then long term, I'm not sure what we'll do with that. What if the other agency is even more of a black company? Yeah, then you're doing them a solid. Yeah. Blacker than Kuro. Blacker than Kuro. Brain. Do you have anything else? We've been brainstorming for 2 hours, and I've basically gone over everything I had in my head, I think. I guess we kind of skimmed over all the ability ideas. Is there any ability ideas besides these? Or like, I guess I haven't thought of mechanically what each of these are going to be as well. I guess we'll find out as we had things. You're the most evil company, though. That's why your company is okay with you kidnapping. We're the most evil. We're the most Kuro. Kudo. Kudo-ko forever. Yeah. 99% cut. Actually, yeah. Why would you even? This is Kuroko, right? Why would the talents even get a cut of your super chats? It all goes to the manager. You're the manager. What if you're the manager but you're also a VTuber? What if we just do it that way, right? Actually, I had this idea. I think I wrote it down somewhere. The front character is going to be you. We have the select a talent thing, or is it choose a talent? This character becomes like you, and then there's some special mechanics related to you being you as opposed to being a random talent that you scout. So, well, I don't know what we're going to do with that, but it might fit better. Dizzy Dokudo. Chat attack squad. Send chat members to attack non-friendlies. Evil item. Oh, wait. That's a great idea, actually. We have like the good raid option. Maybe that's just neutral. Raid. But then in evil, we'll have like hate raid. / brigade. I don't know what else we're gonna call it. Hello bot. Best viewers. Thank you, Seribot. I think I had something on the tip of my tongue, tip of my brain, tip of my something, tip of my tail. What do I wanna? What was I thinking about? Oh, right. Getting all kinds of villainous actions. Are you a real villain? If you're worn a disguise. Debt. That was the idea. Somewhere in the theming. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it is. It's in my notes somewhere. It's in my notes somewhere. Where are you? Who are you? Okay, there we go. Yeah, in my notes somewhere. Oh, yeah, I was talking with a friend about this. Get some like narrative ideas here. Where you sold your soul to the company. The CEO is like Cube or Demon or something, and then you like sell your soul to the company, and then you get put into debt. For the VTuber model. Your like negative signing bonus. Because recently there's been stories of like VTubers having to pay like $15,000 to buy out their IP after the company goes under. Stuff like that. So I'm thinking we could make that part of the narrative. I'm not sure how we'd work that in mechanically, other than just adding like a money requirement to the game as well as like the viewers requirement. What if we just get rid of the viewer requirement and then it's more of like a quota and then you lose out on your bonus or your salary or whatever if you don't hit the viewer goal, and then it just spirals and then you can't make your debt payment at the end of the month or whatever. I mean, it's basically Reciteer, right? It's basically super villains like me don't wear disguises. They infringe on our presentation. Yeah. I'm out here in broad daylight being me for the brand recognition. So I'm not sure, probably not for the game jam especially, but maybe we could add in a debt mechanic somewhere. Okay, so that's the game. Make choices, dopamine number go up, use abilities, shiny sparkly effects happen, sound effects, viewer go up, flames when you're on fire. Did I write that down somewhere? Balatro burn, Balatro slash Overwatch on fire animation. Put that down there. Okay. Yeah. I think that's it for me. My brain has been emptied. I've been thinking about all this stuff for the past, like, one of the reasons I haven't been streaming through the past like couple days or like over the weekend was because I was thinking about all this, writing down all these ideas. Specific trauma, rivalry. VTuber openly hates specific VTuber. If on same side, debuff to both VTubers. Increase viewer counter, reduce hostility. Against hostiles, focused attack. That's quite a lot of mechanics for one thing. Probably gonna be too much to read for a player. But maybe rivalry. Buffs, debuffs based on a specific other talent. Something like that. All right. Well, thank you for the ideas. Thank you, chat. Thank you for coming. Thank you, lurkers, new members. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Random. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Rivalry, list the name. You need to select trauma to see details. Otsu. Okay, I'm gonna read names. All right, it's spatial name reading time. I'm calling it my brain. My brain is. All right, thank you, Random Perv. You commented the most by far. I can see the number in my app. 134 comments from Random Perv. Thank you, Icefox. Thank you, Darren Root. Thank you, Juwoon. Thank you, Mollet. Thank you, Sailor Jose. Thank you, Femboy Cultist. Thank you, Dr. Who's This. Thank you, Felix Valenti. Thank you, Cyril. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Magasis. Thank you, Eros. And thank you, Zaki07 on Twitch. And also the bot on Twitch, I guess. Who are we rating? Who's live? Who's next? Lots of useful stuff from your comments. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. Who's live? Kara's live. All right, Kara's live. We're rating Kara on Twitch. And we're rating, what are we doing? What are we doing on YouTube? Who's here? Who's live? Probably Kara again. Okay, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I may or may not stream Thursday. I will not be streaming Friday or this weekend, so sorry about that. But I will be continuing to think about the game, and hopefully can make this good, interesting, enjoyable. All right. Thank you all. Okay, Otsu Dio. Otsu. Bye-bye.